Hello, my name is Tony Luna, and this is the Operation Egg Drop, nicknamed the Chalupa presentation. First is the factor of Newton's first law of motion, which states that an object in motion will remain in motion unless stopped by a force. An object at rest will remain at rest. First idea came that we need to be able to build a structure that was able to absorb the impact of the fall because eggs are fragile. So the challenge was to keep an egg from breaking and cracking in a 15-foot drop using the materials given only. Here is a list of the materials that were handed to us. With the design, we really didn't have a prototype. We just jumped right in and started building whatever we thought would be able to work. Our first idea was to build some sort of a shell or casing that would be able to withstand the impact of the fall to the egg, along with an inner skeleton, some sort of inner skeleton that was able to be implemented inside of the casing to hold the egg. With that, we decided to go with pipe cleaners to be bent at a V, both of them, the only ones that were used. Glue them to the middle of the cardboard box, cut the edges out, and decided to bend and glue the outer to create the casing. The middle of the cardboard is measured at a 2-inch by 2-inch. All the inches were bent, and then we also added the straws for better support. When trying to glue everything together, we found that the straws kept coming loose from the glue or wouldn't hold, so that's why we added the tape and then rounded out a rubber band around the cardboard to better hold the glue for each of the walls. After we had a solid foundation for the casing, we decided to start bending the edges that were sticking out and then glue that together. Simply, we just held it on until the glue was dry. For the cotton balls that were given, some of it was glued at the bottom of the casing, along with one single popsicle stick for support that was glued on top of the cotton balls. After that, we decided to use the Gatorade bottle cap as some sort of seat to be glued on top of the popsicle stick with the remaining cotton balls glued inside the cap. We found that this would be a better support for the egg to sit in and withstand the drop. Here we have a one side view of the final product with the straw sticking out. Slits were cut into each of the straws to slide into these diagonal partner, kind of to form a cage, and then the popsicle sticks at the top. I'll go back on the slide. The last remaining popsicle sticks at the top were glued to be able to wrap around the glove, kind of acted as a trampoline. And this is the multi-view drawing to better see from each side, from the top, front, and the right side view. It was drawn by Ryan Elliott. Better implement what the overall look of the casing was, of the shell vessel. This is the data that we collected. So on the first drop, the mass was 138 grams. The second's average speed and the max speed were the same, along with the acceleration for both drops. The only difference is the force, because the combined mass on the second drop was heavier than the first drop. Here I'll show a video of the first drop. The first drop was successful. The egg did not end up breaking, but we did notice that there was a slight turn to the right. So in order to add some redesign, we decided to adjust the last remaining objects that we didn't use, which is just one popsicle stick and a paper clip, to one side to better balance the weight. Here's this was the second drop with the last remaining pieces we haven't used added to it. It still turned, but was still able to withstand the hold, and the egg did not break on the second drop. Overall, both runs were successful. we feel that we had a really great design. All the materials were used and everything supported, all with the glue, and everything just supported well and held in place for the second run. And I really did enjoy this project. It really challenged me, and the fact that we were able to be successful and create a solid cushioning seatbelt for the egg was really enjoyable.